Cleanliness is next to godliness. Do you guys remember this? This small, tough, rugged, easy, awesome barcode reader? Barcode reader? It's actually a smart vision camera too. If you've been following the videos, my first video was actually about the MicroHAWK, and it was about the keyboard wedge, being able to take this barcode reader anywhere you wanted to. But today, we're going to be talking about as soon as you enter the building, because these guys, again, changing the status quo on what a barcode reader can do, since this is so compact, so lightweight, so easy to program, I truly believe these should be in every single visitor's room. Why? Has anybody started to wear these lately? I've done my personal research, I've looked online, I've talked to customers and also some colleagues, and I really see that there are types of solutions to be able to monitor temperature, detect a face mask, but they're expensive. Breaking all of these types of solutions down, I think it really comes down to the need of the customer rather than the wants and the needs and having all the bells and whistles under the sun. Because those kiosks online, they're beautiful, but again, they're expensive, and a lot of that might not even be tailored to what you truly need. So I sat down thinking, what type of solutions could All Control and Omron give to the customer that is what they need, not expensive, and could also reallocate some of the resources that they have in their plant or their visitor center. So in my first video a few weeks back, we talked about the ID solution of this barcode reader. And this one is a little special because this is the MV40 and it has machine vision capabilities, but it also can be an ID product, which is identification. And it's a dual boot sensor, which means that you can either have this plugged in to read only barcodes or do basic inspection measurement with barcodes. Okay, so we still have it in ID, but I'm not gonna do it on camera just because of the time. I'll put the description in the link below where you need to go to download this. They're 2 extracted files that make it extremely easy once you plug in the IP address to say, go from ID to MV. It's programming time. ID settings to an MV, and to verify that, I'm going to go back into the device discovery utility. I'll click on the MicroHAWK, and we can see here it's an MV. So we are now in machine vision. And we can also do auto vision now, which gives us different tool sets. So now what we see is we see that it's actually registered, and just to create a new job, I'm going to create a new program completely from finish to end, or start to end, excuse me, and just show how fast it is and how easy it is to start to manipulate and get this thing going. First, I'm going to take an image, and what this image does is that it's going to tell us what do we need to look at. So I want to detect this face mask, so I'm going to handily put it over my mouth. I'm going to look at the camera, take a picture. We got an image. Looks like we have good dynamic range right here. So now that we have the image, I'm going to go and edit that image. So we have all these inspection tools up top here. But what we really want to do is just make sure it's there or not. So I'll do a presence or absence. It's going to drop down and have a little box here. Maybe you can see me and hear me better. So what I'm going to do now is just grab this box and then bring it around the general area where your nose and mouth will be. Okay, so what we can see here is that it's generating around 68,000 pixels. Looking at this, but we're just looking at the gray. So what I actually want to do is right here, look at the edge. So it's going to be a lot easier to detect the mask rather than your clothing or other things like that. So what I can do here is I'm going to take a few pictures with this on. Okay, so 7, 9, 7, 7. So right around 7, 6. I'm going to take this off. 3,000. 3,000. So, you know, we have a good, let's say 50, 60%. What I'm going to do is anything that's above, let's say 5 grand in pixels is going to detect a face mask. So you can see here it automatically turned red because it's 3,000 pixels. Put this guy back on. Good. Right around 7.4. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Now let's just go to run. All right, we're going into run mode now. See all the fails we're getting. You can see, actually, if you count, 3,000, 4,000 maybe around there. Go back on. onto 9,000 pixels. So you can see it's really grabbing the edges here, and it's sometimes even better to offset the camera so it's looking at the cheek rather than straight on the face, so it can detect these edges. Very, very easy application to do. Safe? Not safe. I'm safe. Are you? As always, guys, I love making these videos. I appreciate you supporting Don't Wait, Automate. And the big premise on this whole entire video is make sure that you do your research and call your experts before looking into getting an online solution, a kiosk, or what for. Because the biggest thing I want to do for you guys is save your money and get the right solution for you. Thanks again, and I'll be back.